Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! It's the 4th generation microphone shootout! Actually, it's Wednesday, but it is the 4th generation microphones here from 2 of the leading brands in wireless technology. And a lot of people have been asking me, so we've got all these great new microphones on the market. I said before, I think that the latest FCC changes will lead to what will probably be the golden age of microphones for us. And that's leading consumers to wonder, what should I get? That's a tough choice, and we're just going to break it down for you and give you kind of a side-by-side of some of the features. Both of these now feature a sort of a sleek white monochrome display. Of course, the Audio-Technica has a beautiful new high-resolution OLED display. They have their performance mode. Well, I can't believe I can do that backwards. And Sennheiser has their sound check mode. So both have some pretty awesome features there. On the back, we can see that the Audio-Technica and the Sennheiser both have BNC connections, and they both include quarter wave monopole antennas. Here's the Audio-Technicas, and here is the Sennheiser. The Audio-Technica has 12 volt and up to a combined 160 milliamps of antenna power output, whereas the Sennheiser actually will allow for DC power in from an antenna combiner via the BNC cables, which is a pretty cool feature. The Audio-Technica features a ground lift switch. Both feature balanced and unbalanced connections. And the Sennheiser also has data ports, which now actually do something on the G4, which is pretty cool. They will allow you to link together multiple units, and when you do group scans, you can do frequency assignment throughout the receivers in your rack to sort of cascade those. Getting into transmitters, both of them feature replaceable elements, allowing you to change the capsules that are used on them. Both of them feature a multi-line display. Both of them feature charging contacts if you want to use rechargeable batteries, and both of them feature AA batteries. We'll take a look at the Sennheiser real quick here for you. Same. Got the swappable capsules. Got the charging contacts. Got the AA batteries inside. And the multi-line display. Both of them feature infrared sync. The Sennheiser has kept their power button on the bottom, and they have their little protective wheel to cover the menu selector functions here, whereas on the Audio-Technica that is inside. You have to open the mic to get to that. What's new on the Sennheiser and the G4, they have added a programmable button to the transmitter, and this allows us to make this a mute, temporary mute, or just turn it off. Maybe we don't want a mute button because we don't want nervous guests pushing it. And maybe we do want a mute button, so we can program that selectively to be a mute button or not be a mute button as we want. On the Audio-Technica, they've done that with the function button, which is just a very small, hard to notice button on the bottom. Probably good for keeping unintentional presses on it, but you can press that to mute. But a very cool feature unique to this one is you can also assign this to be a backup frequency button, and you can press and hold it about 7 to 10 seconds, and it will automatically switch frequencies with the base station. So that's a pretty cool feature there. The Audio-Technica body pack and the Sennheiser body pack, both very similar. Again, this one has that function button, which could be used for backup frequency, etc., etc. Both have a physical mute switch on the top, which is really nice. You just reach down and flip that mute switch as a presenter. Here we have the double action buttons to open this, and there we see our menu buttons inside. On the Sennheiser, same kind of deal, double action buttons, open it, menu buttons are inside. The Sennheiser has stayed with their locking threaded 3.5 millimeter connection, whereas the Audio-Technica has gone to a threaded 4-pin connection, which is different from their older 4-pin connections. So I like this new connection. It's just noteworthy that the older Audio-Technica wireless elements, lavs and ear sets and things will not work with the new one. So something to pay special note to. Both of them come in at a very similar price point, within a few dollars of each other, and both of them have trade-in rebates. With a 600 megahertz system, if you send them in, you can get $100 back from Sennheiser or $75 back from Audio-Technica. Makes the price almost a complete draw, and again, both very well-featured units. In terms of tuning bandwidth, you have 60 megahertz of tunable bandwidth on the Audio-Technica. You have 42 megahertz of tunable bandwidth on the Sennheiser, which is very robust for both. Both tune in 25 kilohertz steps, and both are selectable from 10 to 30 milliwatts of transmit power. So, at the end of the day, which microphone should you get? Boy, I think you could just about flip a coin and be good either way. Both of these are great systems. They're both going to serve you well. Each has some pros and cons, of course, and if you're maybe a bit invested in one ecosystem or another, maybe if you have already several Sennheiser capsules and components, maybe go that direction. Otherwise, the Audio-Technica looks very, very attractive and is at a great price point. How great, you ask? Well, contact one of your friends here at NLFX, and we've got some great specials going on both of them, and we'll help you choose the right frequency for your area. We look at terrain as it affects TV antenna height, and see how that affects the propagation, and be very happy to choose you a reliable and future-proof signal for your area. So there it is. Special prices on both. Really can't go wrong with either one. Rebates available on both. Sorry I couldn't make you less confused, but I think the good news here is you really can't go wrong. Either way you go, I think you're going to be very, very happy. So drop us a line here at NLFX and let's get your new mic on the way. Thanks for watching, and be sure to keep an eye out for more videos coming.